I'm Lauren Sanchez. Asian stock markets are tumbling sharply tonight following one of the bleakest days in the history of Wall Street.
Not only did the Dow plunge more than 500 points, but at least two giant financial institutions are also casualties.
It'll be at least another year until investigators release the official report from last week's deadly Metrolink crash. But one of the lead investigators is shedding some light on the preliminary findings. Okay, man's best friend learns yet another trick. Social networking websites have not only revolutionized how people meet or hook up, but they have revolutionized how they reunite. Reporter Greg Grugan shows us how MySpace brought one man's parents back to him. Mexican Americans celebrate their history and culture tonight in downtown LA with the cry of independence and ringing of the bell.
Financial crisis. First, the Fed said no, not again.
Yeah, but then tonight, it came to the rescue once more, bailing out one of the world's biggest insurance and financial service providers. Jeff Michael shows us what's at stake. Well, investigators had the unsettling task today of recreating the events leading up to the deadly Metrolink crash. This amid new speculation about the engineer who apparently just sped past a red light.
The odds was not on his mind when he boarded Metrolink 111.
But that's just exactly what Richard Miles ended up doing. Chris Blatchford, an Iranian president, has made it clear that to him, America is the enemy. Now a U.S. senator is leading an effort to deny President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad entry into the U.S. Heroin and cocaine are no longer becoming the drug of choice. No, it's not comical. And by the way, she's got great legs. I mean, they were in shape, and I'm surprised she's not doing commercials.
She might now.
I didn't get to see his legs, so I don't know how his leg.
Where are the legs? We didn't get to see the legs.
Come on, leg. Hi. It's been a long night. Gas at this Indiana station, you know what? It isn't a steal or a deal. It's simply outrageous. Check it out.
Couldn't handle it myself.
I was trying to find this one person.
That's it. We're out of it.
Wait, who actually said, hey, if I couldn't physically jump in, I'd grab my cell phone and I'd record it to show police later. So at least you're doing something.
Thanks for your emails. We appreciate it. You're going to put up noisemakers and cut the trees down so they could...
You should just stand up there like that. They'll scare more.
Thank you.
Works for me. Oh.
I'm Rick Garcia.
And I'm Lauren Sanchez, held as a sex slave and put through hell.
A 13-year-old girl whom police say was kidnapped, tortured, and held against her will in a mobile home outside Moore Park. Christina Gonzalez.
At this hour, Asian stock markets are taking a punch in the gut. China down almost 6%. Japan down 3.5%.
They are reacting to today's stunning 450-point plunge of the Dow. And now investors are waiting for the other shoe to drop. Tony Valdez has more on the market meltdown. So you're stopping by the GameStop store to buy a copy of Madden 09, Rock Band, or Guitar Hero.
Yeah, but you run into a guy stopping by for something else. All the cash in the register. Liz Habib.
13 News.
Governor Schwarzenegger calls the latest budget proposal fiscally irresponsible, which means still no budget and back to the drawing board. There is late word that 7 U.S. soldiers have been killed in a helicopter crash. As the Chinook chopper was landing in southern Iraq, hostile fire is not suspected. Meantime, a double car bombing in a busy commercial district of Baghdad.
Plus, terrorists target the U.S. Embassy in Yemen. Those stories and the guys I play with, though, I'm always in such a hurry because I golf and then try to come to work.
But once again, your wife would be happier for it, right?
What do you think we spend 4.5 hours on the course?
4.5 hours? My husband spends 8. Wait a second.
Sometimes it's 8. Yeah,
I'm
8. Yeah, it's 8.
It's not funny, Rick. Okay, there's nothing worse in our business than mean and nasty calls from viewers and all those nice emails you guys send. Just ask Cindy Michaels.
I don't know.
You think Tina Fey? You don't think that woman looks like Sarah
Tina
Palin?
Fey looked just like her on Saturday Night Live. Yeah. And by the way,
you could play her husband.
I was kidding.
By
Everybody's
the way.
Nice to us. By the way.
Baby, you know what? You actually look like her husband.
With the goatee.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Heck no, they won't go. These ladies aren't buying what their landlord is selling.
I'm Rick Garcia.
And I'm Lauren Sanchez. Murder is always more shocking when it takes place in a quiet neighborhood.
In Santa Ana, a son comes home and finds his mother dead. A little girl just steps away from the body. Ed Lasco.
Meantime, thousands of friends and fellow officers turned out today for the funeral of LAPD officer Spree Deshay, killed in the Metrolink crash. It's clear who the crowd thought Michelle was referring to. They chanted "No Palin" even before the event began. Surveillance video attacking a subway passenger with a hammer is too mentally ill to stand trial. A judge in Philadelphia made that ruling today. Okay, we all know that breast milk is good for babies, but one restaurant has taken a good thing a little too far.
I'm Rick Garcia.
And I'm Lauren Sanchez. We hear about it all too often. Newborn babies abandoned and sometimes left to die.
But here's something even more shocking. The body of an 18-month-old toddler discovered inside a Long Beach trash. California's brown pelicans are under attack.
In the last 3 days, 11 of the large birds have been killed or severely injured. Phil Schumann. Overseas, the Russian rubble climbs out of the rubble. And speaking of rubble, that's all that's left after an aggressive air assault in Iraq. Those stories. Oaks Christian High School played for much more than a victory at tonight's football game in Westlake. They played in tribute to one of their biggest fans, a popular English teacher killed in last week's Metrolink crash. Gigi Grant. What?
That just seemed to have setup written all over that.
But you know, and you know what the problem is? He fell for it. He's an attorney, for goodness sake, and he fell for it.
Well, certain things make you crazy.
Yeah, it's called women. Rookie members of the last place San Diego Padres can't wait for the season to end. Why, you ask? Well,
really?
Well, yes, actually it is.
No, not really.
No, yes, actually, I'd have to disagree with you.
Sorry, we disagree. All right, let's take a look at the Texas. Last one. Bill in Corona writes.
You're not letting me read it. I want to read this one. It's a good one.
The injustice that still gets me is meeting and marrying my first wife. That one still smarts.
That was pretty funny. What?
What?
It's not signed by my husband, by the way, is it?
Signed Patrick in Beverly Hills.
Oh. It's not funny, Rick.
Okay. Well, that's it for us.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. Hang on.
One more.